Before I tell you a story, I want you to imagine that you're in quicksand. Both your arms and legs are absolutely stuck. That is a representation of your life as a loser. You are somewhere where you don't want to be. You can barely breathe with your head above the sand, and yet you just can't do anything to get out of this deep hole. But then you find out about self-improvement. That is like a tactic to get out of the quicksand. And so you slowly but surely get one of your arms out. Then you get the other one. You improve your mental health, you improve your physical health by starting to work out, hit the gym. Then you even get one of your legs out. You improve your friendships, you get higher quality friends. You find yourself a girlfriend, which is a huge relationship bonus. You have your both arms and one of your legs out. And yet, instead of trying to pull the last leg out of the quicksand, you're trying to get your arms and that one leg even higher above the surface of the quicksand. You're working out harder. You're meditating more. You're journaling more. You're talking to more girls. You're trying to find even more friends. So you try to get this arm even higher and this one too and that leg all above the surface, and yet that one leg is still stuck in the ground. That is your money, your finance, because you can only take these arms up to a certain level, but it's not going to change anything. You're not going to break free because your finances are still stuck deep in the ground. And that is what hit me about 6 months ago when I realized, okay, I'm living a great life and yet I'm still broke. So I am not free as I would want to. I do stress about my future because I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do this YouTube thing long term, and yet I'm working out in the gym harder. I'm trying to get even better dates with my girl, and this one area of my life is lacking so much, and yet I'm putting all my effort into those other ones. That is what hit me. No matter how much effort I put into these, I will not get out of the quicksand if that one leg is still stuck in the ground. And so I decided to stop putting so much effort into the self-improvement habits, into working out so hard. I started going to the gym less, 3 and even sometimes 2 times per week, but I started aligning 100% of my life to the goal of making money. In February, I started an online business, a school community for creators to help them make money online. And that ended up being something that I would obsess over for the next 5 months straight with no breaks. I would get 0 sales in February, 0 sales in March, and so I would lose money for 2 months straight. But eventually, once I got the ball rolling, I now got to 2K per month, and I got that one leg that was stuck in the ground. I got it out. And now, even though I lacked with meditation, journaling, all those habits, I didn't go to the gym as much, my life leveled up a lot. I feel like I've never even got to experience this kind of lifestyle before, where I actually have the money to go places, to ride a motorcycle, to take my girl to fancy restaurants. That is something I have never experienced before. And no matter how much more effort I would put into going to the gym, that wouldn't level up my life as much as putting in 100% of my effort towards this one leg did. And I'm saying this because I want you to understand that in different periods of life, you're going to have different priorities. Back like 2 years ago, when you were still starting with self-improvement, back then the number one priority was definitely improving your mental health, then improving your physical health, then getting you into a relationship so that you don't feel lonely, getting you like-minded friends so that you can grow with them. But right now, you're already past that. Improving your mental health more won't change anything, because the only reason you feel bad sometimes now is because you're not as free as you would want to be, and meditation won't help you with that. What will help is actually getting yourself more freedom, working hard to get it, and money is what gets you that, which is why it's so important. Most guys on self-improvement try to get their arms even higher when they are still stuck in the quicksand, which makes them weird, which literally looks funny, because imagine you see someone in quicksand and they're trying to get their arms even higher even though their leg is stuck. That is literally what most guys are doing, and so they are not really improving their lives anymore. They hit a plateau and then they just refuse to socialize, to actually live life, so they are getting weirder. So if you don't want to be like them, you gotta figure out what is the leg that is stuck in the quicksand for you. Most likely it is going to be finance, because that is the hardest part for young guys. So it's probably that. But it could also be improving your physique. It could be your mental health. It could be friendships. But most likely it's finance, so let's assume that. And if you find that constraint, then you gotta do everything that you can to get that leg out of the ground. You may have to sacrifice other things where your arms are going to drop lower because you're actually gonna use them to pull the leg out of the ground. But it's not a problem, because eventually once you get out of the quicksand, then you're going to be able to jump, climb mountains, so you're going to get even higher. You just gotta free yourself in the beginning. So find out your constraint and align 100% of your life to it for the next 3 months, and you're going to achieve the same results as I did over the last 3 months. I went from absolutely zero to $2,000 per month every single month, which is not crazy, but it's absolutely enough to get out of the quicksand. And I know that the phrase of aligning 100% of your life to something for 3 months may be overused. And I kind of agree with that. I have many videos like that on my channel because that's what people like to see. People love challenges. But really, it's not about a funny challenge anymore. It's not about working out, running every morning, taking cold showers, meditating, journaling. No, it's just about improving the single thing in which you're lacking in the most. So if that's finance for you, then listen, here's exactly what you're going to do for the next 3 months. You're going to wake up, you're going to get at least 8 hours of actual quality work in every single day. Then you're going to hit the gym, go to sleep, and that's it. You're not going to be hanging out with anybody. You're not going to do any other hobbies, not playing video games for 1 hour a day, not going out playing football for no reason. You gotta focus on that one specific thing. Sacrifice your arms and your other leg for a second for the 3 months to get that one leg out, and then after you're free, then you can expand to all those other areas. You can rise with your whole body, both arms, both legs, but you gotta focus on getting that one leg out first. And so what you gotta do is basically, if your constraint is money, you gotta make business everything you care about for the next 3 months. So no watching any videos that are not about entrepreneurship, no brain rot content, no short form content, nothing. You only consume actual entrepreneurship content that is valuable, not stimulating, and all of that. You only talk to people about business. You only talk, live, and eat business, nothing else. And there's really not much to it. If you just do that, if you just set yourself a goal to work for this amount of hours every single day, then you're going to get it. No matter what stage you're on right now, whether you know what to do or not. Because if you're just gonna be working on something while also educating yourself on that from books and from valuable YouTube videos and courses, then you will get to your goal eventually. And this is so powerful that I literally started something called a working war inside of my private community for creators, where all of the guys that are inside, I told them every evening, open a worksheet that I prepared for them and write down the amount of hours you put in on that specific day so that you can see it and everyone else can see it. That is a huge competition where all of us can see the amount of hours we're actually putting in every day. And so if we don't get at least like 4 hours, we feel ashamed of that, and yet we still have to put it there, which is the hardest form of accountability, but also competition. And seeing other guys kill it more than you is the best form of motivation. And it is brutal, it is painful knowing that you have to put a couple of zeros in a row in that worksheet and knowing that other guys from the community are going to see it. But that is also super powerful. That is what actually gets you the results. So it's not just about this video. I actually do what I preach. So if you have your legs stuck in a quicksand, then for the next 3 months, starting from tomorrow, 100% of your life is going to be that one constraint, probably business. And if it's business, I created 2 absolutely free courses for you on how to start creating content and then how to make money on school using your content. So if you're interested, click the first link in the description and I will see you on the side where people are sick of being consumers and where they want to be the creators of their own reality.